Well, hello, hello. Good morning. This morning on X. I'm just going to keep this format going, see how it goes, see if I get comfortable and all that. So let's lock in. Okay, a little transition here. Boop. So, it looks like Jack Posobiec is on the Red Ensign bandwagon. And lots of people posting below here seem to be quite thrilled about that. But I would just like to mention that we should manage our expectations because Jack Posobiec is pretty informed, I'd say. So, nonetheless, it's cool that he did it. Now, the next post I'd like to share here. Let's give it a little watch together, shall we?
No free man shall be seized or imprisoned, or stripped of his rights or possessions, or outlawed or exiled, or deprived of his standing in any way, nor will we proceed with force against him, or send others to do so, except by the lawful judgment of his equals, or by the law of the land. A reflection of our ancient English liberties into our present-day ideals. Did you ever wonder why the House of Commons is green? Because it first met in the green fields of England. Fields like this one.
Isn't it interesting that he feels like the need to educate his supporters? Like this kind of stuff is grade school stuff. I think it's quite telling. It'll probably work too, because to support the CNOs, you'd have to be quite out of the loop, to put it mildly. So in contrast, I've got Maxime Bernier up here in his post. Canada is under direct assault. Let's give him a little bit of a watch because they posted them both reasonably close together. So I want to see where both leaders' mindsets are and share it.
For generations, Canada stood as a beacon of order, prosperity, and law. A nation built by people who choose to come here to respect our ways and to contribute to our future. That Canada is under direct assault. The crisis at our border is no longer just a border crisis. It's now a crisis within our borders. The numbers don't lie. While the Carney Liberal government looks the other way and the fake conservatives offer only weak whispers of concern, official data confirms a staggering reality. This year alone, over 2 million temporary resident permits are set to expire. 2 million.
Okay, I think that's enough. So, by contrast, Pierre is feeling the need to educate his supporters and keep them penned in a narrow scope, and Maxime Bernier, leader of the PPC, the only conservative party in my opinion, is addressing what's happening in Canada today instead of gallivanting in Europe. Which brings me to TR6 guy, his post here. Pierre Poilievre says, election not necessary, parties should work together. And there's no date on that article, but he did vote to keep the Liberals in power this past November, so seems to track. They're just trying to keep voters locked in. They got the government they want. Seems to be the case. Oh, and here we go. Charlie Kirk knew what was up. Let's give this a gander by Awaken.
What must be done with Iran
is we must remember that we, the American government, are the reason why Iran is radical. We did this. They had a democratically elected leader that we did not like. I believe his name was Mossadegh, and we didn't like him because he wanted to nationalize the oil. Specifically, the Brits didn't like it.
50s. What year was this, PBD? Yeah, I got you. This is before the show.
Yes, he was very popular.
Yeah, gotcha.
And look right there. Even in Wikipedia.
This is why people say they had to take out Charlie. Candace Owen says it. He was changing his tunes on a specific country that shall not be named, raising awareness of what's going on.
1953 Iranian coup d'etat aided by intelligence agencies of the UK and United States.
Weird. Got it.
Okay? So then we put the Shah back in, who was sick and unpopular, meaning he was actually suffering.
Physically sick.
sick. And we paved the way for the most radical elements of Islam for many decades.
What?
Well, there you have it. That's why he had to go. That's why Trump got strong-armed. Not good. And let's see what Bill Cooper warned you in 1992.
What role in the Middle East
Killed him
again,
too,
does
eh?
Israel play in this?
Israel was created as the instrument to bring about the Battle of Armageddon and the fulfillment of prophecy, a war that will be so terrible, where nuclear weapons will be used, so that the American citizens and the other people in the world will get down on their knees and beg for no more war. And what is the answer to that?
It's not good. I know there's a debate going on about propaganda this, propaganda that, but you got to take everything in and know what people are talking about. In my opinion, the best way to go about this, it's a perfect time for a transition perhaps, the best way to go about this is to be aware of what everyone's talking about. But when it comes to being Canadian and Canadian politics, the correct answer is to just be Canada first. Not our fight, not our responsibility. We don't have to support it. Just stay out of it. Simple as. All right. Well, have a good morning. Thanks for tuning in.